Oh, yeah. Here I am. I'm here. I am here. I'm in the house. What's going on, everybody, tonight? Welcome to the Big Time Show podcast. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. And I'm still standing, y'all. I'm still standing. I'm still here. I'm just standing here in amazement of what I am seeing and what I'm hearing. Before I even get on my rant, go ahead, if you do not mind helping your boy out tonight, why don't you go ahead and share this to some Cowboy fans and even to some Cowboy haters? Because one thing about it, Cowboy haters are mounting up and laughing at us, and then Cowboy family is kind of we're almost numb. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I think that's a safe thing to say. I think we're almost numb tonight because of the stuff that we're hearing, which I will get into again. I just was with you guys on Saturday, and at the end of the show, I told you, just hold on because we got some more stuff coming. And I didn't think it was going to be this quick, but it's here. And it's a lot to talk about on tonight. So if you don't mind, go ahead and share before we get started. Listen, thanks to those that are on Podbean tonight. I'm not looking at the chat box right now. And thank for those that are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and of course on the Spotlight Sports Network, which of course is one of the homes for the Big Time Show podcast. Appreciate all those that are coming in just to come hang with your boy for a second and enjoy my ranting and foolishness. So let me go and see what I got going on over here. Hey, Trey, Tanya, AC4s, Miss Ty's in the house. What's going on, everybody over there in Podbean land so far? My brother is back. Oh, my goodness. E. Kush is back in the house. What's up, E. Kush? Karam, oh yeah, what direction is there? Shane, what's up? Shane the main. Shane, I'm gonna give you that new nickname there because you just look, you family. What up, Coach? I see you, Coach. What's going on, Coach? What's going on, man? What is going on, everybody? Well, I don't know what other way to look at it, y'all. Somebody just gonna have to help me. And if you call me negative, I don't care. Uh, you know, if you call me being pessimistic, I don't care. I just don't see right now where I can find optimism other than the defense. That's all I can't. I'm having a hard time tonight, for real, y'all. I am. Um, I ended it with, of course, by now everybody knows about Amari Cooper. If you don't know about Amari Cooper, then I mean, just catch up. Really, let me just sum it up in I guess in a couple sentences. Cowboys don't want to pay him $20 million a year. That's the bottom line. They don't want to pay him $20 million a year, and what they've done is started some type of smear campaign against Amari Cooper, knowing that he is the best receiver on this team, knowing that he still demands a double team, knowing that he makes life better for everybody else. He's only 27 years old, plenty of gas left in the tank, and we spent a first round draft pick for him. He was our first round draft pick. We gave to Tennessee. That was just a couple of years ago. And really what is going on now is that we are about to make it that trade a total failure. If you're giving up on a guy after 2 or 3 years and he's young as Amari is, then really what you're telling me as a fan is that we consider this a failure. And really that's not what it's all about. It's just the Dallas Cowboys, in particular Stephen Jones, does not want to pay anybody any money. And the same rules, and that's the Amari Cooper thing. So they're always talking about, Steven has this infatuation with the salary cap and trying to save money and all that kind of stuff. When you got other organizations, just keep seem to find ways. We're world champions at trying to save money and not spending money. We're the best in the league at that. Oh, it's no doubt about that. If that's the case, nobody would be Stephen Jones. He is the king of not spending money. And I notice I'm not saying Jerry Jones, because it's not Jerry, it's Stephen. And the more that we begin to realize that, I believe the more cushion that the blow will have for us, because we're headed to a crazy off. Well, it's really not crazy, just a hurtful off season, in my opinion. I get in that. Hey, Seuss, they need to restructure Dak's contract. He ain't no $75 million quarterback. No, no, but they did. Matter of fact, Jesus, they just put out a report maybe about 2 hours before I came on, saying that they were restructuring his deal that will save. I forgot how much it is. Forgive me for not knowing that, but it's double digits without a doubt. I'm talking about maybe 16, 17 million, if I'm not mistaken. So they did restructure it, which is why they wrote the contract what they had, the way they had it in the first place. Yeah, it was today. So they did do that. They did do it. They freed up money, but here's my point, Jesus. And thank you for popping in. I never met you, but thank you for popping in on the show. What are we saving money for? Because we definitely not spending it. You know what I'm saying? If you freeing up money, where are you gonna spend it? And on that note, the rumor is because Dalton Schultz has to have a decision needs to be made by him on tomorrow. If not, he'll hit free agency. So the rumor is that they did all this to go ahead and franchise tag him, give him the franchise tag, which would be, I think, $10 million a year. So what the Cowboys are doing is they actually sound like they value Dalton Schultz more than they do Amari Cooper. How crazy does that sound? I'm just saying, and I'm not knocking Schultz. Schultz has progressed every year as a tight end. His blocking last year at the end, was kind of janky, but previous to that, he was pretty decent blocker, and he has developed into a pretty good catching tight end without a doubt. But it sounds like the priority as of them doing that on Dak was to free up money to go ahead and get Dalton Schultz taken care of, at least by the franchise tag. So that's what we're hearing. I think that's what's going to happen on tomorrow. Dalton Schultz probably will sign, where he will get the franchise tag. And of course, which leads, of course, to probably or definitely Amari being gone. Jesus said Jarwin isn't probably going to stay because of that injury. Well, I never put a lot into Jarwin anyway because he never hardly was on the field. He stays hurt. And he's young and he stays hurt. And Jarwin is flirting now. He is flirting with a career-ending injury. To be honest with you, when you start talking about that hip part, not many guys make it from there. And then for the doctors to be saying what they're saying about Jarwin already, it don't look good for him at all. Period. So I don't know why everybody was, banking on Jarwin, who can't block either. Jarwin never could block. Exactly. So I don't know why everybody was doing that. And then it's hard to since you're going that route, it's hard to trust a rookie tight end or if you're going free agent wise with a tight end, who you really gonna get, because you got to keep in mind with all things, Stephen Jones don't pay absolutely nothing. He don't pay nobody. So there's no sense of looking at some of these big name guys, all that kind of stuff. There's no sense of doing that at all, because he's not he's just not that type of guy. Let me get some music going there because it make me fired up some more. So I ain't really got in my rant. Jesus just got me going in a different direction. What's up, kid in the building? Joe, what's up, man? I see you, man. Joe here from Italy. My guys in the building. My family is in here. I appreciate everybody. So I don't like. Well, Njoku got signed today, Jesus, with Cleveland. I think he got franchise. It's either he got franchise or he signed. It's one or the other. I ain't no Cleveland Brown fan. I just saw it go across my ticker on my phone earlier. He either got a franchise or he either signed. I'm not responsible for Cleveland Brown business. So forgive me for not being 100% accurate on the Cleveland Browns. I could care less what the Cleveland Browns do. But I did see it on the ticker where he got franchised or he got signed. It was one or the other. But he's a Cleveland Brown. So we can take his name off the list. And what you really want is Joku on your team anyway, because he stay injured. I mean, come on, y'all. That's one thing. The Cowboys, we done that for the last few years. We love signing guys who just coming off injuries or all that, and you just rolling the dice. I'm tired of signing guys who only give you about 6-7 games a year. I'm tired of that. Let's stop that. I don't even want that. So that's just me. Now, they're the goal of Stephen Jones. And I hope you guys are paying attention to Stephen Jones and his ways, because this is what you're getting ready to see once Jerry Jones leaves this earth. The franchise will fall into the hands of Stephen. And if this is what we got to look forward to, we're going to be in trouble. I'm just look, I'm telling y'all, this mentality, this bargain chip mentality, this bargain buying mentality that Steven has is going to kill us. Okay, it really is. Because the reason why I'm not saying it, I'm not saying nobody can predict the future. We don't know what rookies will turn out to be and all that kind of stuff. We don't know that. Somebody's in high school right now is gonna make the Hall of Fame. Do y'all understand me? It's somebody in high school that we just don't know. We ain't seen it yet. However, look at what we've done, y'all. Check this out, y'all. Check this out. All of these people, this team that we had, okay, this talent roster that we had. When you have this type of talent on your roster, you don't need but just one or two pieces to carry you over the top. Okay, that's all you need. You don't need a whole slew of players because you already got some good players. You got some pretty great players actually. You have that. All you need is just one or two guys that is going to make the difference. What did we do? We trying to get rid of everybody. I mean, we were 12-4, 12-5. I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, Wendy, I see you. We were 12-5. All right. Listen to me, y'all. If we were 12-5, we had one of the better records in the league. You don't want to tear that thing all the way down. You want to build on it, right? So all you need is, in my opinion, go get you one real great defensive tackle. Go get you one offensive guard, left guard, to add to what you already have, and let's go ahead and take the chances. You don't need much. Instead, however, watch what we're doing. We just had a pretty good year. You had a good coaching staff as far as defense goes. This, Kellen Moore, that's where we get divided. Some will say he's horrible. Some will say he's really not that great. And then some will say he's good. Here's the bottom line and the facts. And I'm not saying y'all know me. Y'all know what I think about him because y'all been with me for a while. So once you finish that, he had the number one offense in the league. Now, those are the facts. And I know some folks going to say, well, that was against bad teams. And that was against, however it was. The Dallas Cowboys, for a 17-game season, had the number one offense in the league. That can't be taken away. Okay? So there it is about the offense. So we just need a few spots. But look what we're doing. When we know we're close, the window is closing on us. Guys are getting older. Tyron Smith is getting older. Zach Martin is getting older. We're getting older. We're getting older and long in the tooth and all that kind of stuff. We got to move now. We don't have time for experimenting unless we're rebuilding. So that's my question tonight, y'all. Y'all been watching the news like I have. Y'all get the same notifications on your phone like I do. You get Bleacher Report. You get DallasCowboys.com. You get 103.5 The Fan or whatever. You get all these, however way you watch the Cowboys. You get it on your phone like I do. Y'all tell me. Y'all hear about the moves that we're getting ready to make. I'm fit to talk about that in just a second. You actually, it make you wonder now. Are we secretly rebuilding? Because some of these moves that I'm listening to and watching, or the rumors that are flying, I can't honestly say that we're trying to win. You already letting go your number one receiver. They don't just fall out of trees. Let's get that straight. And somebody gonna say, well, CD is ready. I don't know. I don't know if CD Lamb is ready or not. I don't know. I ain't seen it yet. I haven't seen it. So I'm not saying he's not talented. I'm not saying he's not deadly, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen him with one-on-one coverage. With a safety over the top or bracket coverage. I haven't seen that on him because Mari Cooper was on the other side and you couldn't do that because Cooper took up two men. I don't know if he's going to be productive when he has two men doubling him. I don't know. What I do know is they were doubling Cooper and Dak didn't throw Cooper the ball. So what am I to think that all of a sudden Dak there's going to be a gunslinger now and throw it to CD Lamb because he got two men on him? He ain't never done it. He didn't do it when Dez Bryant was here. It's amazing to me how everybody done caught amnesia. When Dez was getting doubled, he didn't throw it to there. When Amari Cooper was getting doubled, that's why everybody complaining about his targets. He didn't throw it over there. Okay? So how I know he gonna throw it to CD Lamb? I don't know. You don't know either. You hope he's throwing it to him. And I don't know. I don't know if CD ready. I don't know. I just don't know. I hope he is. But you letting go of Amari Cooper. Then you're waiting. Everybody's saying we're going to sign Gallup. So you're telling me now we're waiting on a receiver who's coming off an ACL, who won't be getting hit until maybe whenever game he come back, because he's not going to get hit in practice. He's not going to play preseason games. So we don't know how Gallup going to respond. We don't know if Gallup still got the same speed. We don't know if the ACL is torn him down, maybe a notch or two, where his speed is not what it is. We don't know nothing. Everybody don't come back 1,000% off of ACL. Some folks struggle. Sometimes it take a whole year to get yourself back to where you once was. I don't know what the Michael Gallup is. Okay. Cedric Wilson. The report is, I saw this today, whether y'all know. Watch this. Cedric Wilson, the people I put in the room out saying he can command between $6 and $8 million. I think that's gonna be high for Steven. Don't y'all think so? I don't see Steven paying Cedric Wilson, a fourth receiver, $8 million. I don't see that. Some people say there's a demand that he can command it. That means that some team will overpay to get him. I don't even see him getting $6 million. See? Joe says Gallup won't be ready until December. Why would you sign Gallup for just 1 month? See what I'm saying? You know. So if you let go of Cooper and you just got Lamb, who is your number 2 receiver? I think Noah Brown is the only one that signed. You got the kid from Stanford, Fino, whatever his name is. I mean, so you telling me my 3 receivers next year starting off is going to be CD, Noah Brown, and Fino? Am I supposed to be excited about that? This is what Dak is going. Now, y'all say we can't run the ball. So if we can't run the ball, that means Dak got to bag it up for maybe about 40 times a game. And I'm looking, look, we were complaining, y'all. Listen to this. We were complaining last year when Dak had CD, Cooper, and Gallup on the field, and Schultz. And we still couldn't get it done. Now you expect me to be excited about CD, Noah Brown, and Fino, and I guess some of y'all want somebody in the draft. I mean, but you now and let me throw. Stephen Jones ain't paying for nobody, so you can forget that. Yeah, Coach. See, thank you, Coach. I'm just going through the scenario because see, on my show, we don't live in fantasy land. On my show, I give it to them real. And some of them ain't gonna like it, Coach. Now I know you're not a Cowboy fan. If I'm not mistaken, you're a Houston Texans fan. But I got to give it to the people real, so the blow won't be so hard. See, I get ticked off, and then I get on the show and try to tell them what it. This is what I do. I let all my other optimist podcasters, I let them figure out, the ways we can win and ways the offensive line can line up and ways that the running back can run a sweep here and a sweep. I let them have all that. You know what I'm saying? I let them have it. I'm going to give it to them real. And what I'm telling everybody is, we're in trouble. Partly because we're letting our best players go. That's what I'm saying. Are we trying to win? Cedric Wilson, look, what are you going to do? Listen to me, y'all. Now, some of y'all look, y'all got to be honest. What are you going to do? If the Dallas Cowboys offer Cedric Wilson, let's say $5 million, and the New York Jets offer Cedric Wilson $7.5, $8 million, which one you gonna take? Which one you gonna take? And Coach, I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe I said this today. I was in a little chat group earlier today. I said today, I believe they set Coach McCarthy up to fail. I really believe that. How are you gonna go to war with some? We're not a better team if you take Amari Cooper away. Okay. Now the other rumor is today, or it's happened yesterday, that they supposedly went to DeMarcus Lawrence, and of course asked him for a pay cut, and of course D-Law refused as expected. Now the threat is, of course, that you will release him so you can get that money, which ain't no surprise to Dallas Cowboys land. When you look at the names that of Cowboys that have been cut in the last 20 years, you will see that ain't nothing to Jerry or Steven. They cut Emmitt Smith, they cut DeMarcus Ware, they cut T.O., they cut Dez. I mean, come on now. I just gave you some Hall of Fame Cowboys. They cut them. They cut them. It wouldn't be no surprise if D-Law get cut. But if you cut D-Law, as much as I have talked about D-Law, and people that's been with me for a while, they can attest to this. I've talked about D-Law like really, we paying you $20 million, man. You can't be coming to me talking about all you got is 5.5 sacks for the year. Not when we paid you $20 million. No, sir. We can't do that. And please don't talk about it. Some folks say, well, he gives pressures and he's an outstanding run defender. You don't pay a defensive end $20 million because he's a good run defender. No, sir. No, ma'am. You paid that type of money when that individual puts quarterbacks on their butts. That's just the bottom line. That's just the truth. That's what you get paid that type of money. You are known as a game wrecker. You are known as a game changer. Okay? That's what it is. So they went to D-Law and say that. Now, at the same time, I am saying this about D-Law. D-Law is a world-class all-around defensive end. He can get to the quarterback. He showed you that last year. Once he's, healthy, he can get to the quarterback. He did have some sacks. He did cause a lot of pressures, and he was good against the run. And because of that, if we cut him, he ain't gonna get no 20 million, but he's gonna get double digit. Some team is gonna offer that to him. So now check out the scorecard, everybody. So now we're talking about D-Law being gone. We're talking about Amari Cooper being gone. Well, your defense just got worse. And the defense is the unit that I feel is going to have to carry this team next year. You're cutting D-Law no matter how bad I talked about him. He makes the defense better. If you cutting him, you nowhere you can tell me that we're better. You cut D-Law, you can't tell me that we're better. Oh, y'all want some more? Okay, here we go. Randy Gregory is a free agent. He's not signed. Please understand, y'all. I'm trying to help y'all. Please understand that there will be a team that will overpay for Randy Gregory. Please understand that. So if the Cowboys had this mentality for some reason, thinking that because they were loyal to him during his drug problems and, never was on the field, now all of a sudden they think that Randy Gregory is going to give them that same loyalty and give them some type of discount. Randy Gregory has never had the big contract. Do y'all hear me? Do you understand that? So Randy Gregory's never had it. So if the Cowboys offer him, Randy, we know you never had a contract. We're going to offer you about $7 million a year. Well, you're going to get another team that's going to offer him 12. What you think Randy Gregory gonna do? He can't get suspended no more because they let you smoke weed now. So that ain't a problem no more. Herman says, let Gregory walk. I don't know y'all, Herman, but thanks for popping in, brother. Herman said, let Gregory walk, period. You know, you got to make a choice between the two. All right? But check this out, y'all. Check this out. What if we lose both of them? Come on now. Come on now. What if we lose both Randy Gregory and DeMarcus Lawrence? You can't tell me that the defense ain't good. I mean, you can't tell me that we're good on defense. No, part of the reason why Michael Parsons was so deadly this year was because of the presence of DeMarcus Lawrence and Randy Gregory. You're not good if you lose both of them. Huh? Oh, thank you, Joe. Come on now. Check it out now. Check it out. Just in case y'all don't know, guess who else is up for a contract? Dorrance Armstrong. That's one of our premier bag-up pass rushers. Guess what? Huh? So you gonna tell me there's a good chance, I think it's a real good chance, that we are going to lose, watch this, keep up with the scorecard, Amari Cooper. We're waiting on Michael Gallup, and that ain't a guarantee because he's a free agent. He don't have to sign with Dallas. Okay. Watch this. Keep up with the scorecard, y'all. Keep up with the scorecard. We are going to lose Amari Cooper. I think everybody know that by now. You're waiting and hoping. You don't know. You're hoping that Michael Gallup will sign with us. You're going to lose either D-Law or Randy Gregory or both. You're going to lose one of them. And I think it's going to be D-Law because he get $20 million a year. They're not going to pay that. If you're not going to pay Amari Cooper 20, you're not going to pay D-Law 20. It's just that simple. I think it's going to be D-Law. So you're going to lose Amari Cooper, D-Law. You're hoping that Randy Gregory signs. And you're going to sit and tell me that we're better? Are we trying to win or are we trying to secretly rebuild? That's my question tonight. That's my question tonight. That's really my question because I don't see. You know, last year we could safely say Super Bowl a couple of times, and it was legitimate. You know, if we said Super Bowl, you can see some Super Bowl slight characteristics with this team. You can see a little bit of it. You could. I don't see it already. Yeah, coach. That's what I'm trying to get everybody to see. Steven Jones don't want to. You know what I done figured out, y'all. This is what I figured out about Steven Jones. It ain't Jerry, y'all. It's Steven. It's Steven. It's not Jerry. Because Jerry wouldn't do stuff like this. Jerry would sign people. Steven trying to worry about the salary cap. That's what he's doing. So it's Steven. Watch this, y'all. The Cowboys are on a 3-year plan with depending on the position, they are on whatever their position holds. Oh, Michael Evans, thank you, Mike. Mike said, don't forget about Jaron Curse and LVE too. Okay, let me stop there. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for making me hit my brakes there. We're not signing LVE. We're not. We're not signing LVE. And LVE is going to get paid somewhere else. He's too young. Somebody going to think they can fix his neck and make it like it never hurt. Somebody's going to overpay for LVE. So check the scorecard out again on defense. So you're going to either lose Randy Gregory. My bet is you're going to lose DeMarcus Lawrence. You might lose both. You're going to lose LVE. Okay? Those are starters. No matter what I think we are gonna sign Curse. I think we're gonna sign Curse, and we do need to sign Curse. I think we're gonna do it. So I'm saying, just look. We're not losing role players. We're losing starters. We're gonna lose starters. I'm talking about important pieces. And you gonna sit and tell me we gonna be better? No way. No, you can't do that. What I supposed to do? As for now, what depend on Luke Gifford? I mean, what? Huh? Is that guys who ain't never been on the field? Oh, I know what y'all saying. We're gonna draft somebody. Why? Okay. You depending on rookies? Really? Oh, I know what some of y'all saying. I know what y'all saying. I already know. We got Jabril Cox. Didn't Cox just come off of ACL too? And then Cox didn't play. Cox was just pretty much special teams. He wasn't a starter, which means if you put him on the field, he's really a rookie, starting with Parsons. I'm sorry, y'all. Huh? Cause you caught one more time, y'all. You know Stephen Jones not gonna sign nobody, right? Not nobody a real impact. Now he'll sign a linebacker on day 6. He'll sign a linebacker on day 6 of free agency. You know, a guy that just came out working from the grocery store, or sign somebody off somebody's practice squad. You know, or got a little name or something. You know, we had a high grade on him in 2017. Yeah, but the man been on practice squad everywhere else. I mean, good God. Are we rebuilding, y'all? I wish somebody would help me tonight. I look. I don't. If y'all leave me in this boat by myself, I'm good. I can swim, but I'm just trying to see if somebody see it like me. And so you may not want to deal with doom and gloom, but I'm sorry, I don't see. I don't see it. I just don't see it, y'all. Huh? Oh, okay. Shane brings an interesting perspective, which is why I asked the question. There it is. Shane said, Bishop, I'm worried about your blood pressure. He said, if you look, you have to look at it like this. We are sacrificing this year to clean house and start fresh with a new coach. Then that's what I'm saying right there. I believe that it goes back with this flirtation or this infatuation with that cloud of Sean Payton hanging over us, and the hope of Sean Payton and what he brings to the table there. So the way that you got to do it is, I ain't saying they're doing it on purpose. See, it really is basic with me. Stephen Jones just don't want to pay nobody. He just don't. He don't want to pay nobody. He don't. And it just so happened that a lot of our players did something during their time that made them borderline great. And you got to pay for great players. And Stephen Jones really, essentially, y'all, really reminds me of the old Blockbuster store. Y'all remember those? For those of us that are older, before Netflix and all that kind of stuff, you had to go to Blockbuster Video, and you had to go to all that kind of stuff, and you had to go rent movies, and you'll get it for 3 days. You had to take, after your 3rd day, you got to turn it back in. That's kind of the way Stephen Jones does our players with whatever contract they have. If they got 5 years, after your 5th year, if you got real good, he ain't paying you. He renting you for 5 years. If you got a 3-year contract, if you got real good, one of them 2 or 3 that you demand big time money, you're not going to be a Dallas Cowboy. He rents people. If you get real good, you got to go. And that's what's crazy to me. You let your name catch a couple of Pro Bowls, or you slip in an all-pro season. You slip in an all-pro season, or you slip in, if you got a 3 or 4 year contract, you make the Pro Bowl twice and see what's going to happen. You might as well go and move your family. Don't buy no house. Don't buy no house in your place. Don't do that. You might as well get ready to go somewhere. Because Steve's not going to pay it. That's really what is going on here. You get a good look. If you don't like paying guys now, let me tell you what's going to happen. See, this is all about to come out in a few more years, too. Wait till CD come up. You don't pay for no more receivers. Do y'all see me? Do y'all hear me? Let me say it one more time, just in case you don't know. He cut Dez. He cut T.O. And he about to cut Cooper. The only one that survived was the great Jason Witten. That's the only one that didn't have to worry about nothing. That's the only one. You done cut Hall of Fame receivers. One in T.O. for sure. Because you didn't want to pay him. You cut Dez. And I know Dez had regressed. I understand. You cut DeMarcus Ware. You cut Emmitt Smith. I mean, this is not a surprise. Not to me. I've been a Cowboy fan a long time. I seen it. And this will be, I told y'all this now. Watch this. I'm even saying it even more. Because if the Cowboys get off to a slow start next year, and I'm talking about right from the beginning, you let the Cowboys go 2-3 or 2-2. You let the Cowboys, 3-2 or 1-3 or 1-4. The hot seat will be on then. The Dallas media and Cowboy fans are going to be asking for Coach McCarthy's head on a silver platter because they know that beautiful cloud of Sean Payton will be just floating there. And they will let it go all next year. That's why he praised Dan Quinn. Y'all remember all that? Dan, he could be a head coach and all that. And they praised Kellen Moore because they already got the plan in place. If McCarthy gets fired during the year, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So y'all talking about at the end of the year. I'm telling y'all, it's a good shot that McCarthy will be fired during the year. That's what I'm saying. And they'll have Dan Quinn in place. And then at the end of the year, Jerry will do probably what everybody thinking he want to do anyway. And that is say, okay, Sean, I got you. Let's roll, Doc. Let's roll. Let's roll. Come on, let's go. I'm telling y'all, that's what I see. Because there's nowhere in the world you're telling me that we're better. You're not trying to go after this thing. You're trying to rent some more players. Well, you heard Stephen Jones. We love drafting and developing our guys. We love drafting and developing our guys. So you're already telling you, in this year's draft, you're going to try to find an edge rusher, a rookie edge rusher, and hope that he gives you some type of production. Because you already got Basham. You see what I'm saying? You already got Terrell Basham. You got those guys. You already got them. So you already figured you got what it takes. Just add a new fresh leg to it, a nice rookie, and we ain't got to worry about a contract for a few years. And hopefully the guys won't, hopefully they'll be good, but not great, because we ain't paying no great players. No. We're not going to do that. So I'm going to rent y'all for about 3-4 years. And then if you're real good, I'm going to ask for you to cut your salary. I'm going to ask you to, take a reduction in your salary. And if you say no, I'm just going to go and cut you. Okay. If you get real good, where you one of these superstar diva receivers, I'm not gonna pay you. At the end of your year, when I see I can save about 14, 15, 16 million dollars, I'm gonna go ahead and cut you. I'm gonna go ahead and release you. I know you're productive. I know you're 20 some years old. I know you still got plenty of gas in the tank. I didn't even know that you make my team better, but I can't pay you because that's what I do. I'm a world champion in salary cap. That's what Stephen Jones saying. I'm going into the Hall of Fame as a salary cap guru. That's what I want to do. I will not let this team go under. I don't care what we got. We cutting all good players, all of them. We gonna leave our fan base just stranded. That's what we gonna do. We ain't never going to Super Bowl. We're happy with just winning the NFCs once out of every 3 years. You know, that's where we are. Don't worry about trying to go to the playoffs 2 years in a row. We ain't worried about that. We make plenty of money marketing, so we ain't worried about that. Everybody gonna watch the Cowboys. We still gonna have the number one ratings and all that kind of stuff. We ain't worried about that. We gonna put our poor people in misery. We don't care nothing about that. The sellout still gonna be there. We still gonna sell out. We're gonna be on Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, whatever else. We still gonna be all on that. So it's not a big deal. We don't have to win. We got the stars on our helmet. That's what that. So I'm gonna let y'all optimistic people stay optimistic. I'm not gonna knock you because somebody got the hope. You know, some of y'all gonna say, you're a preacher, you're a bishop in the Lord's church. Don't you supposed to have faith? I do. In Jesus, yeah. I got faith in Jesus. I don't have faith in the Dallas Cowboy organization, front office. I don't have no, I don't have no, I don't have it. I don't have it. They've shown me too much. And this year they're about to show me again why I can't get hype. Huh? They are trying to secretly rebuild on us, y'all. They are. I guess in their estimation, they went all in last year. I guess. You know. Yeah. Yeah. I see Coach Dante. See, it's bad when you got a non-Cowboy fan speaking the truth. This is Coach Dante. For those that are on Spotlight Sports Network, he has a show as well on the brand. I guess we call it Spotlight Brothers. Listen to what he said. Yeah, Coach. He called me Coach now because they trying to secret. I want to develop a couple of receivers out of the draft and then a young defensive end. Okay, that's true. Because see, if you letting these people go that I'm saying, let me finish up what he said. Because the way it's looking right now, because you guys are going to lose Cedric Wilson and Amari Cooper, and Mike Gallup might not be ready. Exactly. So on that note, at 24, where we're drafting, I mean, we're gonna have so many holes. I mean, I don't, where you drafting? I mean, what are you drafting with 24? I mean, if you're losing D-Law and Gregory, maybe Gregory, if you're losing Amari Cooper, your number one receiver, and everybody saying, well, that means CD will just do it. And really, it shouldn't really be a surprise because if y'all remember the way that Jerry Jones was talking about CD Lamb, I'm going to give him number 88. CD didn't even want that number. And you know what the 88 means to this organization. You know the legacy. You know the tradition of the number 88. You know what it means to the Cowboys. And we feel like he's worthy of it. So he was already anointed to be the number, the number one receiver eventually. They just pushing them to it right now. Because they know they're not going to keep Amari Cooper. So if that's the case, what do you draft? I mean, where I help a receiver? Where is it? It don't look good, y'all. Something drastic gonna have to happen. I don't see him signing Amari Cooper, but I would love it if we did. I would love if we kept Cooper. We need him. And then just to give it up like that after 2-3 years, it just says that you felt like that trade for Amari Cooper is a total failure. And that'll be a lie. I showed y'all last show on Saturday. I showed you his numbers. Couple Pro Bowl years, 1,000-yard receiving. Come on now. He can't throw to himself. Everybody, I got folks blaming Amari. Amari can't throw to himself. Huh? That's on Kellen Moore or Dak Prescott, and probably a mixture of both. You cannot blame Amari Cooper. If you ain't getting the ball thrown to him, what are we doing? How are we blaming him? Huh? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't see no future. I mean, at least for next season. I look, you know. Now if all you concerned about is you know, if all you concerned about is the NFC East, let me tell y'all this about the NFC East. See, if you telling me D-Law and possibly Gregory not gonna be there, please understand, y'all, that a team like our competition, in my view, and and that's depending on, there's rumors kicking up that the Philadelphia Eagles would love to have Amari Cooper. Oh, okay. So you give Jalen Hurts, Amari Cooper, and Smith. You saw how well they ran the ball last year, right? Please understand, Philly is going to be a problem if they get Amari Cooper. I even go this route. A lot of people done forgot that Washington was hurt last year. Mr. Chase Young, that guy, all in caps, he was out last year. You know how potent the Washington, whatever name they are, you know how potent that front four is, okay? You know how well Antonio Gibson runs the football and his backup. You know that they got Terry McLaughlin out there at wide receiver. Let me throw out something to you. What if, and this gonna mess you up, I'm just going back. What if Jimmy G go to Washington? Please don't laugh. Because Jimmy G wins. They become a threat. What if Russell Wilson, like I heard today? I heard that today. Washington, Russell Wilson. I heard that. What if Russell Wilson come to Washington? You can throw your NFC East dreams down the drain. Or what about the Grand Poobah? I heard that there's talk about Deshaun Watson possibly coming to Washington. If Deshaun Watson comes to Washington, y'all, please understand your NFC East dreams are dead. I said it right now. If you telling me I don't have D-Law, and you telling me I possibly don't have Randy Gregory, and you telling me that Washington gets a quarterback of the caliber of Deshaun Watson, please understand we'll be in trouble. Now, that's all I'm telling y'all. Because we ain't getting better by telling me we're not gonna be as potent on offense without Amari Cooper. We're not. We're not. I ain't even got to the other thing that nobody ain't talking about. See, the other thing is this. The moves that they need to make, they ain't done it yet. They could have done some of this already. Like, for instance, everybody quiet about Connor Williams, aren't they? Man, look, if you tell me that Connor Williams is going to be on his team again this year, this coming up season, I know something then. I know we ain't trying to win. You got a $75 million quarterback. You need to make the line as good as possible. Which leads to another question. Why aren't we looking in free agents? And you ain't got to spend and buy 5 or 6 free agents. Go get me one at left guard, a real impact player, and let's put him in the left guard position. Let's take our chances. I mean, you got a $75 million quarterback back there. You got to protect him. And I ain't heard nothing about Connor Williams being gone. I know he need to be gone, and you know it too. But I ain't heard nothing about that yet. See, the Cowboys got a lot of work to do. And it seems like they sacrificing the best players, some of the best players we got. And I don't like it because my window has closed for a real shot at winning the Super Bowl. And you're not helping me in my optimism by cutting some of my best players. So that's why I asked the question. Are we really trying to win, or are we trying to secretly rebuild on the sly here? I think it's leaning toward the latter. I believe that we are secretly rebuilding. And if that's the case, just let me know. Then my expectations won't be high at all. I'm already trained. I'm already trained for next season. I believe we're rebuilding on the sly. Some may say we're retooling because we're not that far. Whatever way you want to think about it, that Super Bowl window is just about closed. That's the way I feel about it. Now you don't have to feel the way I do. You may think I'm way off. Hey, that's why the Cowboy fan base is so diverse. Yeah, that's the reason why it's like that, because you got these Super Bowl dream Cowboy fans who think we on our way. Then you got the ones that are kind of in the middle. Then you got the ones on the lower end, like I am right now, saying I'm totally pessimistic. You have the totally optimistic fans. Then you got the real crazy fans who think we're gonna go to the Super Bowl 3-4 years in a row. I'm on the low end. I'm the pessimistic Cowboy fan. I don't see it. I don't see the hope. I don't see the future. I see a bad off season coming. That's all I see. I see a very bad off season coming. I don't see good stuff. We're gonna be competitive. But you know, I'm through, y'all. All right, y'all done heard my rant. Cause it's gonna be some more. Look, when I come to y'all Saturday at 3:00, I guarantee you, I guarantee you this. Watch, Dalton Schultz will get the franchise tag. That'll be Saturday. We're getting closer to the Mara Cooper decision, which is March 20th. We ain't too far from it. They'll wait till the last minute, then let them go. That's why they're leaking it out to the press now, so everybody can go ahead and, prepare themselves. That's why it's being leaked out, saying Cowboys are prepared. When Adam Schefter starts talking that and Chris Mortensen, you best believe somebody from the Cowboy organization let it leak out. Let it leak out so everybody can start getting ready for it. That's what's getting ready to happen. Huh? All the franchise tag and everything would happen tomorrow. Good job on preaching. Yeah. Thanks, Coach. I'm telling y'all, it's hey, what's up, Hawkeye? Hitter, what's going on? Listen, let me pause because I'm getting ready to open up the phone line because I already know some of y'all got something to say. I already know it. I'm getting ready to open up the phone lines. Y'all see the number there. Just when I say it, go on hit it. But for those that are not following me, go ahead and do so. Wherever you're watching me from, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to where you're watching me from. Well, you may be watching from the Spotlight Sports Network. Why don't you go ahead and subscribe to the Big Time Show? Just type in the Big Time Show on YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe to it if you don't mind. Help your boy out and turn on those live notifications. If you're on Facebook and you're not following me by now, you should be. Just go ahead and subscribe and like the page, and there it is. And maybe some of you on Facebook can help me out as well. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, that would be pretty good, and I would appreciate it so much. Just go to the Big Time Show and on YouTube, and then push the subscribe button and the live channel. All right, I done talked enough. I'll let y'all have it now. Phone line is open right now, 901-654-6853. All you got to do is call in. As if you don't agree, I don't mind. If you do agree, I don't mind that either. It's just my opinion. These views are not the views of all Dallas Cowboy fans. These views are copyrighted and spoken by me, a true Dallas Cowboy fan. No one else put me up to this. This does not represent Cowboy Nation. Phone line is open. Phone line is open. Phone line is open. Phone line is open. A coach in the house. Oh my God. Hold on a second. There he is. What's up, man?
You doing, man?
What's up, coach? You all right?
Yeah, I'm over there on streaming right now on my channel, but I wanted to come in and elaborate on the theme, what you said about the Cowboys, and what I was saying in the chat. Like, I think I understand you ranting because obviously in the future the Texans may be in a better situation than the Cowboys, possibility wise. But again, so this is something interesting that I thought about right here. And what you're saying when you were touching on, I was touching on in the chat. So it's an interesting thing. So the Cowboys are trying to secretly rebuild this organization. Now you guys, it's clear you're gonna lose DeMarcus Lawrence. You're gonna lose Amari Cooper. You're gonna lose Cedric Wilson. Michael Gallup is not ready yet. So what does that leave you? Possibly free agent mark. Mike Williams is gonna stay. He's getting franchise tag.
Mm-hmm.
Allen Robinson. If you're gonna lose Cedric Wilson, you think you want to pay $15 million to Allen Robinson? I don't think the Cowboys are gonna do that.
Allen Robinson don't even stay on the field enough for me.
Yep. And that's another thing. Devontae Adams, we know the Cowboys are not getting him. He's $30 million alone. He's $30 million. He's already won $30 million. His decision is going to be impacted off Aaron Rodgers tomorrow. His decision is going to be impacted off that. So they both want to go to the AFC West. Actually, really. So again, you're looking at rebuilding your receiving core through the draft. What other options DJ Chark, he's hurt all the time, but he's linked to the Raiders. So again, what receiving options do the Cowboys have besides
Noah Brown and Sam, whatever the boy name is, that guy. So this we tried this, if you remember, with the year before we traded for Amari, we tried this committee by receiver approach, and it was horrible. It was horrible. And I believe that we're trying to head that way again because we got a guy that will refuse to pay any money for an impact player. And that's just Stephen Jones. That's the way.
But that's right now what you guys are looking at, the draft for two young receivers. That's what you're looking at to develop. And the defensive end market, you got a lot of guys in the draft that's going to be impacted on the defensive side. But losing DeMarcus Lawrence, who I still think he's a very good player, and the sacks probably doesn't show, but he still created a lot of havoc in the backfield. in the backfield a lot for you guys this year. So the sack numbers may be low, but that doesn't mean he wasn't getting to the quarterback and stuff like that. So and then you got and possibly the NFC East can get better. Washington are making calls for these quarterbacks.
Yes.
And imagine if Deshaun Watson
Oh my
case is
God.
clear.
Oh my God.
Just imagine that guy can make you competitive alone.
Oh my God.
Having that quarterback and Chase Young coming back in that defensive line and get to the quarterback
that running game that they
and
do
that running
have.
game, Gibson, and
Oh my
having
God.
McLaurin over there, and you add Deshaun Watson in that lineup, that is very scary. I don't know how you can stop that. So that puts them over the top in the NFC East alone. So, but Dallas got a lot of work to do. They got a lot of figuring out the thing right now, what they're gonna do. Because right now, I'm not liking the receiving core right now.
We have no receiving core. We got a guy that's practice squad guy. You know, Noah Brown is our 5th receiver. On the depth chart, Sam is our 6th receiver who played more scouting than anything. These guys will have to get bumped up to a starting role, and I'm quite sure they're gonna draft somebody in the draft. But again, I don't put trust in a bunch of rookie receivers. That's me.
Like,
I don't do that.
You're starting over. It's just like you're starting over again. But y'all didn't want to come in and get my 2 cents, man. I'm about to hop on.
Appreciate you, brother.
Do this Gonzaga game, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, coach.
All right, always, man. Always.
All right. Appreciate you popping in.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. All right. So there's coach, and I got somebody's background on my stuff right now. But let me get to my background. He's a Philadelphia. Well, somebody's getting ready to do something. I know y'all see that background there. Let's see here. Yeah, that's better. That's almost like a 3D look. But anyway, guys, look, you just heard coach, and he's very accurate in his description. He does a lot of sports, so he's a Houston Texan fan, but he does a lot of sports. Guys, everything. So he's very in tune to what's going on, even in Cowboy land. So I take his word for it on that. Now, phone line open, y'all. He popped in. It's up to you now. Go ahead and give me a call. Now we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Because I guarantee you, I'm going to have plenty more, complaints. I already see it coming. I have another whole, I call this part 2. Are the Cowboys trying to win or rebuild? I believe I'm going to do a part 3 show coming up by Saturday. I can feel it, I saw that brand up there. Can I put my logo up there? Let me see this. Oh, there it is. Okay, all right. Yeah, okay. It's just too much, y'all, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? Y'all look at that. That's just too much. I got this, this right here, big time show there. That's just too much, You don't want to overflash. It's kind of like, well, I can't say that. Well, I ain't gonna say that. When you're in a fraternity, let me just put it this way: those that are in a fraternity, at least, or D9 fraternity, you know what it is about wearing double nail. You're right. So let me take that off. That's just too much. It's too much. All right, there you go. All right, appreciate you guys. Let me see what else. Who's on here? Phone line 901-654-6853. 901-654-6853. 901-654-6853. Come on, talk to me if you want to. Or keep talking in the chat box, and then I'll go ahead and answer some of your questions if you have them. Let me do this real quick. I'm sorry, Podbean. I haven't said nothing to you. Let's see here. All right. I'm good now. I'm good now. All right. I don't know what y'all want to do. I mean, I don't know what y'all want to. I don't know what to look for, y'all. I don't know what to look for. Dan Quinn is the only thing that had me excited this year. Michael Parsons, that's it. All right, I got somebody in. I believe I know who this is. Michael Evans, here he come. There he is. The one and only, Mr. Michael Evans. Welcome one more time, brother, to the Big Time Show. Go ahead and say what you got to say. Man, you sound sad. Yeah. 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 Wow. Yeah.
Everybody if they want to. I don't think they do. I honestly believe they don't want to sign anybody. But I think you're right. I think it is now they're trying to rebuild. But why don't they, if they're gonna rebuild, just say it. I'd be more. I can accept it if they're gonna say, okay, people, that's it. We're running with the white flag. We're gonna blow this up, and then we're gonna start fresh. If they would just come out and be truthful to the fans, I could accept that. I'll be mad, but I can accept it. But they won't. They're gonna try to bamboozle us and hoodwink us, thinking that we're still competing for a championship, and we're not gonna be anywhere close
Yeah. Yeah.
to winning a town. To winning a town. You remember one of my favorite movies I love to watch is called All the President's Men. There's a famous scene where Deep Throat is in the parking garage talking to Bob Woodward about what when the Watergate scandal gets ready to start, was just starting to break. The most famous line of the movie is where Deep Throat told Bob Woodward, "Follow the money,"
Mm-hmm.
and that's what you can do with it. I mean, just follow the money. Stephen Jones is not gonna pay these guys.
He's not gonna do it.
He's not. He's not gonna do it. All my hopes and dreams are dead
Yeah. Yeah.
when it comes to next season. And all you guys out there think that they'll just get a free agent like David and Joku. Well, he got the franchise tag. He's not going nowhere in Cleveland. They just franchise tagged him. And what's the guy in Kyle Van Noy in
Yeah.
New England? That linebacker.
Yeah.
Well, you can forget him too. He's not coming here because he's gonna want his money.
Yeah.
He's not going to come in. There is no Devontae Adams, any of those guys. Forget them.
Yeah.
They're going to try to do it like they're going to try to do what they always do: double D, draft and develop.
There you go. Even if we
That's
could,
what they want to do.
we was not gonna sign those guys because if you're not gonna pay Amari 20, you're definitely not gonna pay Devontae Adams 30. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna pay, but we never have a history of paying, you know, impact guys right off the top. We just don't do that. And I'm glad tonight that you sound like me. That's how I'm glad I'm not the only one. Cause I've listened to you and really I should have had you as a co-host tonight because we could have been, had our violins together and playing it on the side and play some slow, young and the restless type music behind us. Cause yeah, I got tears. I almost want to cry right now because I already see the future next year. It don't look good. It just does not.
It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah.
This offense is gonna be a shell of itself.
Yeah.
From last year, this defense, all the work Dan Quinn has done with the defense, is gonna be just for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You're right. If Washington gets the quarterback, because
look out.
They're looking, they even called Kansas City to see what it would take to get Patrick Mahomes. They're serious about getting a franchise quarterback. And if they get one, you remember the whipping that they got, the 56 points that got put on them?
Yeah.
It's going to be payback time.
See,
it really is.
See, my thinking is this, and when it comes to the NFC East, really somewhere between 9 and since it's 17 game season, 9 to 11 games wins. I'm sorry, probably will win the division. Somewhere maybe I may need to lower maybe about eight or to 10 games will win you the division. I believe it, or right at between 8 and 11. I just say that. And if Washington gets a quarterback, and it don't have to be Deshaun, it could be Jimmy Garoppolo. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. Y'all, everybody got Jimmy G kind of messed up. Jimmy G wins football games. He ain't won the Super Bowl, but he wins a lot of football games. And I'm telling you, with that running game that they have, and their defense is going to be back next year, it's going to be a problem. It really is. They're going to be a problem next year. Now, I've already seen that. So,
and the Eagles too. What if I just like the Eagles? And you said earlier, what if the Eagles pick up Amari Cooper?
They just got.
He's going to have an active drive.
You just made your team 2 times better by getting Amari Cooper and putting Devontae Smith on the other side.
And made this team 2 times worse because he knows he's going to know this system. He will eat our cornerback alive.
Yeah, no question. So but that's the risk that you're gonna take, and I wouldn't be surprised if he signed because Philly would love to have him. Anybody would love to have him, Amari Cooper. I mean, that's a legitimate number 1 receiver.
Anyone but us. That's what it looks like. Anyone there's in a team in the league that wouldn't want Amari Cooper.
Joe from Italy. I don't know if you have access to the chat group, but Joe just put down that the Eagles not only probably gonna be busy in free agents, but they have 3 picks in the first round.
Yeah.
I mean, so you can imagine.
Picks in the first 25.
Oh my God, they're gonna be back in this thing, even if they don't get Cooper. I'm just saying they got 3 picks in the first round. I'm quite sure they'll be willing to trade one of them without a doubt. But if they get 3 picks in the first round, you get 3 starters immediately on your team. I mean, we're going the opposite direction. I mean, it's just this is gonna be a rough offseason. So like I said, look, I just wait until the draft to see where we are when the draft goes, and then I can say, okay, we're going to need a lot of help in this area because we let go of a lot of help in that area and all that kind of stuff.
And it's all starters. It's not backup players.
All starters, man.
These are all starters that have the chance of being let go.
Yeah,
this team.
Yeah, this is not good. So I appreciate you, Mike. Thanks for popping in on me, man. Again, your call is always appreciated, man.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, man. Well, I'm just glad I'm not the only one. Huh? I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. I'm not. I'm just see. Sometimes you got to go in the boat and hope you got somebody with you. So I'm glad me and my guy Michael Evans we just sitting in the middle of the river by ourselves. We just floating along. I'm glad I got a partner with me now. So I know I wasn't the only one feeling this way. And I think that I'm gonna feel a little bit worse in these next few weeks. About Saturday, I already know I'm gonna be irritated. I can already predict that. Y'all need to tell somebody about this show because I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I ain't leave the optimist. Matter of fact, I need to just get an optimist on this show, and we can debate the state of the Cowboys. I need an optimist. I know a couple of them. I'm probably going to have to ask them to come on the show. Cause see, either somebody need to pull me up out of this, or I need to bring them down to reality. Right now I'm seeing reality. I call it reality. That's what I see. I see reality. I don't see fantasy island. I don't see it. I see reality, and the reality is it don't look good. That's the reality. It don't look good. It don't. It don't. I can't give it no other forecast. I can't. The weather is stormy. You understand me? The weather is stormy. It's a tornado on the way. That tornado name is Stephen Jones, as he has without a doubt strategically tearing this team down. And somebody gonna be in their organization gonna be saying, I feel like we'll win the Super Bowl this year. I feel like we can. Exactly. We're everybody exactly, Joe. Perfect. Here's if I was doing a sermon right now or a dissertation, this would be my thesis statement right here. What Joe just put down. Everyone in our division is improving, and we are going down. Ladies and gentlemen, that sums it up right there. Exactly. Coach Dante still here. He say it's pouring on us right now. He ain't lying. That ain't cowboy hate. That's the truth. Joe is telling the truth. That's how you close the show right there. I'm waiting to see what are we gonna do because I had said that I think the offense was gonna have problems next year. I still think they're gonna be pretty good, pretty decent, but I thought they were struggling. I said that the defense is gonna have to carry this team next year, and I said this defense will get better because they'll be under the system again of Dan Quinn another year. We got something to build on. I thought that this team would get even better. I can't say that now. You talking about taking away D-Law and Gregory. Those type of pass rushes, you just can't. They're not available every year. That's the reason why some guys are considered special, and then some of our guys are considered just good. Randy Gregory has something special. He can do things that not too many guys can do. D-Law, when healthy, is different. He's different. He has another gear, another talent level that most guys just don't have. He's been gifted. If you tell me I'm losing both of them, I can't. I mean, what? What I supposed to do? I don't know. All right. Last time, phone line open. Now we're going to go ahead and get ready to get out of here. I will be with you guys on this Saturday. At 3 p.m. Oh, yes, Mike. That I've already said that. We can't afford Randy Gregory because some team is going to overpay for him. That type of talent is people will overpay for it. That's why I'm saying there's a positive. We're dependent on loyalty, and Randy Gregory being loyal to us the way the organization was loyal to him during his rough time. Randy Gregory don't have to be loyal but to himself. NFL is a business. You only got X amount of years to make X amount of money so that you never have to work again for the rest of your life. So again, if the Cowboys are offering $6 million and Randy ain't never had the big contract, okay, and the team offers him $12 million, which one you think he gonna do? I know what I would do. I forget Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones got the money. Jerry Jones got money he would never touch. Jerry Jones is still probably living off money that he made in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? That's how rich he is. Jerry Jones is probably living off money he made in the early 90s. It's hard to spend $9 billion. Randy Gregory only got about 5 to 8 years to make as much money as he can for the rest of his life. Man, forget the Cowboys. Forget loyalty. Man, look, Jerry got his. Randy ain't never got it. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's gonna be here either. Because there's gonna be some team that gonna want to pay for him. Ain't no doubt about that. No doubt. And we're gonna be in trouble, y'all, if we lose both of them. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Michael Parsons won't have the great year like he had this year. They will give full attention to him. See, a lot of things that Parsons did was because Gregory and Lawrence on the field. You couldn't double all that. You couldn't. All right. We'll talk about this again on Saturday, y'all. Appreciate all you guys hanging with me. Those that are on Podbean. Joe from Italy said Jerry Jones needs to sell his yacht. Jerry ain't giving up nothing. You hear me? Jerry living that life, man. Jerry probably on the yacht now somewhere. He look. Jerry ain't giving up nothing. And Jerry, I'm starting to wonder if Jerry ever gonna get his wish. He ain't gonna get no Super Bowl with his son running the show like this. It's not gonna happen. It's just not. It's not. We were already in a position. Now I'll close with this. We were already in a position where I said, if you've been following me for a while, I've always said the last 2 years that this organization is in a position where the talent level has to override the bad management and coaching decisions. So, for instance, you're on the field, it's 3rd and 8. Kellen Moore calls a quick slant that only goes, 4 yards, but one of the receivers break because of their talent level. They break a tackle and go 75 yards with it. That's where we are. Bad play call, but the talent level made it better. That's where we are. Because you can't depend on coaching. We saw that last year. We saw bad organizational moves for the last few years, so we can't depend on that. So we really are at a point where the talent level has to override everything. So which leads to this question. What happened when you ain't got the talent no more? Oh, my. Oh, you're rebuilding. Oh, okay. So that means you possibly be drafted in the top 12 next year with a new coaching staff. Because Gary, McCarthy ain't going to be here. He's not. Are we really trying to win? Or are we secretly rebuilding? With that, I'll leave that question with you. It might be a part 3 on Saturday. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's doom and gloom tonight. I understand. I get it. But at least I didn't lie to you. At least I didn't lie. I tried to tell you the truth. All right, y'all don't get mad at me. Y'all go tell somebody. I tell them to come on in Saturday. I might, who knows? It might be just a little encouragement on Saturday, but it probably gonna be more of this because Cowboys gonna irritate me. I already see it. I'm already irritated. All right. We ought to be used to it though, y'all. I'm used to it. You know, I still got my gear and all that kind of stuff, but it sure don't look good, y'all. All right. All right, I'm out of here. Go ahead and clap your hands if you give me see the clap emojis, because you know how we leave. We groove out of here. Again, as you can see on the ticker before I go, you see the ways you can support the podcast by Cash App there. There are my handles that are there if you were trying to follow me. Subscription, if you want to become a subscriber of the show, there's one way, the Big Time Show 3.supercast.tech. If you type that in again, the Big Time Show, Big Time Show .supercast.tech. Let me say that again because I messed it up. The Big Time Show 3 .supercast.tech. You can do that and become a subscriber if you're on Podbean. All you gotta do is click on that red reward button. And you can become a subscriber to the podcast that way. The Cash App is $, the Big Time Show. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. Go ahead and put your hands together now. Y'all know how we do it. We groove our way out of here. This is what we do. We party at the Big Time Show, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you Saturday at 3 o'clock. This is... Yeah. I'm the one and only. Ain't nobody talking like I talk. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody talking like I talk. Y'all know that. Y'all know it, don't you? You know it. Y'all know it. I call it like it is. That's what I do. I call it like it is and let the chips fall where they may. Y'all still talking to me. There it is. I said, y'all already got your hands together. Come on, Joe know, because Joe been hanging with me. Joe know how we leave here. Coach Dante, if you still here, this how you close the show, right? This how you close the show. See, you had to do things to laugh and keep from crying. We just said for us, we just go ahead and groove on out of here, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, Saturday, 3 p.m. for another edition. Come on back and hang with me. Until then, put your hands together. This is, yeah, buddy, the Big Time Show. Woo! Well, that sound that was right, wasn't it? Listen to the crowd as I leave, as I go through the bottom of the floor. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I done went through the bottom of the floor now, so I done went on. I'm going to the locker room. Crowd still out here clapping. I hear them. They want more. Woo! See y'all at 3 o'clock. The Big Time Show.